Welcome everybody to How Fast Will It Go, and today we're dealing with the 1987 Ford Sierra Cosworth RS500. Now this has 1041 horsepower, 889 pounds-feet of torque from a 6.2 litre twin turbocharged V8 engine. The car itself now weighs 2,734 pounds, now has all-wheel drive, and it can do 0 to 60 in 2.302 seconds and 0 to 105.084 seconds. So this is far from the quickest car we've had in terms of acceleration, nor is it far from the most powerful, although it is quicker to 60 than the Audi RS7 Sportback in the previous episode, but pales in comparison in terms of 0 to 100 time and in terms of power. But it is slightly more powerful in terms of torque, and it weighs a lot less than that Audi as well, so this should be more agile, even though it was never meant for it to have all-wheel drive or deal with this kind of power. But yeah, this is the 5th Ford we've had on this series so far, with the custom double down being the quickest of the Fords, but the quickest actual production Ford is the 2005 Ford GT. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what this can do in comparison, but nonetheless, let's get out there and see what it can do. So yeah, this V8 is actually from the 2013 Ford Shelby GT500, though obviously in that car it was supercharged. And here we've got two turbochargers because they do provide a bit more in the way of power, which is obviously what we need for this series. Oh dear, Dodge getting in the way there. Wants to stop us from getting any faster, being a rival from Ford. That's 230. 40, 50, come on, 260 at least, 260, 261, oh dear, and we hit a column of that gantry there, but yeah, 261, before we obviously had to rewind, I'm counting it, so yeah, that means this is currently the 3rd fastest Ford that we've had on this series. Still about 4 miles an hour off the Ford GT and 11 miles an hour off the custom double down, so yeah, still a sizable way behind the 2 fastest Fords that we've had, but considering this is you know, older than the Ford GT and has nowhere near the power of the custom double down, still mightily impressed by this. But yeah, let's get to the other side of the motorway and see if we can get any more speed out of this car, which itself wasn't shy to a lot of power, because obviously this was used in touring cars championships, where it had far more power than it did in stock form. Yeah, still nowhere near as much power as it has now. Yeah, it's fairly quick in terms of acceleration, even at these speeds, which, considering it doesn't have all that much in the way of power and less in the way of torque, is quite surprising, but I guess the fact it weighs very little is helping here. This corner really does ruin any speed on this side of the motorway, unfortunately. We did get up to 253, which is really rather close to our current top speed for this car. Unfortunately, we do not have the torque for this uphill section, which is why we're struggling to gain speed, really. It does handle really rather well, and it is quite agile for such an old car. But yeah, there we go, 261 is our final top speed for this episode, which isn't quite as quick as the previous episode's Audi RS7 Sportback, but it does become the 3rd fastest Ford that we've had so far, beating out the Ford GT40 Mark I, as well as the Ford Mustang RTR, so yeah, it's beating those two. But yeah, we're far slower than the custom double down, like I said earlier, as well as the Ford GT from 2005. But regardless, we are still quicker than the likes of, let's check, the Chevrolet Camaro IROC Z, the Mercedes AMG GTR, the ATS GT, Lamborghini Huracan Performante, Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR, Porsche 911 GT3, Holden VL Commodore Group A SV, which is about the same age as this, as well as the Aston Martin DB10 and the Lexus RCF. But we are able to also at least match the Mazda RX-7, which again is about the same age as this, the Formula Drift Nissan 240SX, Eagle Speedster, BMW M5, Alfa Romeo 155 Q4, and we're slightly behind, same year, Pontiac Fiber Trans Am GTA, Noble M600, Ferrari F50 GT, and the TVR Tuscan S. So yeah, still fairly impressive given its beaten plenty of modern hypercars, supercars, as well as being able to match, you know, the likes of an M5, which isn't half bad. And yeah, certainly has the agility and the handling to deal with the extra power, as well as the torque and the speed. But yeah, it just didn't have that extra bit of power really to get it over that, you know, hurdle of being, you know, at least second quickest Ford that we've had. So yeah, which is a bit of a shame, but yeah, this is still a cracking car in stock form or in this upgraded form. So yeah, highly recommend trying it out if you never have, as yeah, it's easily one of Ford's best vehicles. But yeah, regardless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.